guys.
Hi guys.
Welcome aboard Polly again. After what, 3-4 years?
Yeah, 3 years after.
That was the last time we did a proper boat tour. There was a lot of questions, a lot of repeating questions about our boat, you know, to do a few things, show them more in detail. And that's what we're not going to do this time. Why? I'll tell you why. Because we're right just before doing a new refit on the boat, like basically like a refresh. And so the boat's been, how should I say, used and abused for 5 years, and it needs attention in a lot of areas. That doesn't mean it's not mechanically sound, but it's just no longer pretty in a lot of places.
But don't you worry. But don't you worry. We're gonna show you how our home looks like after 3 years.
So we will show you what the boat looks like after 4 years of abuse, or 5 years of abuse, really, and almost 50,000 miles. But we'll also tell you what we're about to do. And then we'll do a proper boat tour afterwards, you know, maybe 4, 5, 6 months from now, including what we've done during the refit, which I will take it upon myself to video all the changes that are taking place and all the modifications and show you how it's done and why we're doing it and whatnot. So you'll see before and after, and that should be pretty interesting.
And then we're gonna take you for a walk around St. Martin.
So this is before.
Yeah, before.
Let's go before.
Yeah, so we're gonna just invite you to the interior. Okay, so here we are in the cockpit and we haven't changed here a lot. So our tables looks like in really bad shape. Look at it, the wood completely got bad. Yes, so in the galley, what we did in the galley, we got the same furniture. We just changed the dishwasher. It's a 1-year-old now. We just bought it in Martinique in a regular, how would you call it, in a regular shop. And yeah, and our oven after 5 years, it is really bad because we've been trying to buy a new one for many months, many times we try, but it's really bad. It's a almost 6-year-old oven. It's really bad, but it still bakes. So this is a good part of it. And yeah, and here, yeah, so in a previous boat tour, we got the opposite bedrooms, and kids used to have that room, and we switch it. So now this is our room. So I'm gonna just give you a quick look how it looks like now. Yeah, so still amazing bed that we love and amazing windows and yes, and here, yeah, still we got our favorite toilet, never breaking one, remember that?
This is a toilet with the best view. Oops, I dropped my wife in the toilet.
Oh no!
So before Bartek is gonna take over the camera and the voice, I'm gonna show you here a little bit. Kuba and Julian decided to just draw a trimaran. This is their task today. Remember that?
Remember that one?
That's Zaka's art. Yeah.
Okay guys, so this is about what has changed in 3-4 years or 5 years since the last refit. Obviously a lot of things cosmetically has gone bad, you know, we need to do the painting and all that stuff, blah blah blah. Yeah, I can't really show that to you because that just requires showing a lot of detail, but it's kind of like a house, you know, I mean, every ceiling, every wall, all that needs a refresher, right? But also, like with the boat, there is a lot of other things and that has gone bad, and there's also things that we have never done right in the first place 5 years ago, so now we need to correct them. So I want to tell you about all these 3 categories of things to do. So here's, we're in the cockpit, right? Ania already mentioned about the tables. The tables we already swapped. We ordered a new ones in Suriname made out of some wood, but they have gone bad after literally about a year as well. So now we want to make ones out of composite, so they will hopefully last forever. The big change that's coming, I don't know how you can show this, honey, but that roof, this roof is going to go all the way there, right? So there's no longer going to be the bimini. We're going to have the hard top roof all the way past the cockpit, and this way we can run the sheets for the main sail, for the big sail. We can run them on top of the roof rather than having them here and having to take down this roof every time we actually go sailing, which kind of is a pain in the butt. So that's the big change. That's in the back of the boat. What else? What happened in the meantime? We did some refreshing here. We just put a carpet, and I think that's landed in one of the episodes. It was really hilarious. But we basically spent, the two of us, like 3 days cutting carpet on top of the roof, and we finally laid it down, and it's actually looking good. And the whole carpet was like 400 euros for the entire boat. So I can't kill it. I don't want to tell you what the original floor cost us, but more like 10 times more, and it was basically looked like after 6 months. So yeah, so that was our big thing. What have changed? A little improvements on the way. You know, we put our friend put some plastic foil around the furniture, so that made it look a lot better, because the original material was already kind of like you know, dirty and was catching dirt and just not cooperating. And now it's really easy to clean. It's nice, remains nice and white, and very, very useful thing. Like Ania said, we changed the dishwasher. That's not the big thing. The big thing is the oven is original from Poland, still 5 years old, and I already mentioned it numerous times. But for those of you who don't know this, the kitchen stainless steel has nothing to do with a sailboat stainless steel. It's a different kind of alloy, and the kitchen stainless steel is no longer stainless when you're around salt water. It's got nothing to do with stainless. It has rusted in about a month to a point where it was all basically rust. So I had to grind it down, clean it up, and at first I varnished it, and then later when it started looking really bad, you know, we just basically painted it white. So this is it. Of course, that's only on the cosmetic side. If you look inside, just about everything is rusted crazy inside. So we would have changed this thing a long time ago, but it is increasingly impossible to get a propane powered stove, like a regular kitchen stove, that's not for yachts, and that doesn't cost like $2,000. Anyway, so, and we've changed the top as well, the cooking top. So now we have the glass. It doesn't rust. It's really nice. What else? From the modifications point of view, one other big modification that's going to take place, and I think we're going to have to go to the deck to show that. So let's do that. So this entire thing, the whole white part of the roof, is going to extend all the way to where you see the bimini ending. Bimini is the fabric part, and actually a little bit even past that. And the sheets, which is this part, right? That's going to run on top of the roof. So we're no longer going to have to reconfigure everything every time we go sailing. It's going to be a lot better. And it's going to be integrated with the new davits. So it's basically a stand holding the roof, and the davit is coming out of it. So it's going to be a lot cleaner. And we're going to do another set of davits on the right side, on what is properly called starboard side of the boat, between the central hull and the starboard ama, to possibly hang kids' small sailboats so that they can start sailing on their own. Now, what have we done? As we're walking forward, I'm about to show you what other big modifications we're about to do. I'm also going to tell you what happened in the meantime. In the meantime, also, we installed some new panels. We got 2 extra ones in the back. We replaced one that was destroyed by the mad Genoa sheet. And since I also installed those little plastic triangles, so as not to have any other rope go under the panel, so it doesn't destroy it again. Of course, the windows are going to need to be replaced because they're going bad, slowly but surely. And some of the, we can go into a lot of detail here, but you know, the list is this long in the computer. Okay, guys. So another, if I would name 3 biggest things that are about to happen on this boat, one is we're going to move the entire anchoring system away from here. Right now we have this sort of bad solution that is a hybrid from what it used to be to where we needed to move the anchor to the central hull. So the windlass, which is the electric engine, that motor that lifts that pulls the anchor chain, is here, and the anchor chain is here. But then it runs over this way to where the anchor actually resides right now, and it's not only how should I say, ugly, but it also doesn't work very well because you shouldn't have a chain hanging anywhere in between. So we're gonna move everything from there to here, build a locker over here because we have plenty of space in this cabin, completely unused space. We can even make shelves on it. That's cosmetics. But we're gonna build a locker here where we're gonna have a deep locker for a chain and for the anchor and for the windlass, and the anchor is going to reside over there and run through here just exactly pretty much the same way as any other monohull. So that's going to be a lot easier because then we can basically pull up with a boat anywhere, click the button and make the anchor go down. That's it, done. So it's super simple, and we're not going to have this mess that creates also damages the net. I don't know if you can show this, but every time the chain goes up and down, we get all sorts of issues with the net. You know, this net is not that old, but it has gone already through a few times. So about things that has happened in the last 5 years, we also added the wind generator. We like it with some caveats, right? Because if it's 20-25 knots of wind, it's actually very efficient. It actually will hold the boat almost at net zero, electrically speaking. So we can stay overnight almost at the same charge level. It's also great when you sailing upwind because it will, again, hold the boat pretty much flat without discharging the batteries. However, in most conditions, it just adds a little bit, you know, so yeah, you basically reduce the discharge by a few percent overnight in average conditions. So if I had to buy it again, I don't know, I'd have to think twice, but since it's here, it's nice. I love it. So yeah, so this is a really rough and quick idea about what we're about to do with the boat. Aside from the usual things, which I have to tell you because a lot of you are not sailors, the usual things are repainting the bottom of the boat with a new anti-fouling paint that makes the boat not grow all kinds of things on the bottom of it. And we'll also do some repainting here on the deck because the anti-skid paint, which covers most of the surfaces where we walk on so we don't slip, is also almost gone, so that needs to be refreshed. So things like that are almost like, for any sailor, it's a normal thing to do every time you pull the boat out of the water. So I'm not even going into the detail. So what's the plan, man?
That's the plan, man.
The plan is that in the entire May we're going to spend crossing about 5,000 miles from here, St. Martin, to Poland. And if there are plenty of annoying restrictions on the way, we'll just go around everything and go straight. If things are reasonably calm, then we'll stop maybe in Bermuda, maybe in France, maybe both. We'll see. Also, there is still 1 or 2 spaces left for the transat in case if you're interested. So anyway, and then we're gonna do the refit in Poland. Yeah. So keep your fingers crossed for the crossing.
For smooth crossing.
And keep your fingers crossed for the refit. And we'll see you with the new boat tour probably sometime in the fall.
October,
more or less. Where we'll show you the new boat after the refit. We'll discuss all the details as you always wanted, as you always requested with the old boat tour, including some technical details. Maybe we'll do 2 separate ones, like a one with all the technicalities in detail. I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anyway.
Yeah, so we will, the plan is that we would like to stay longer in Europe, just not only to keep an eye on the boat, but also to have to spend more time with our families and then explore Europe with our home.
Specifically the Mediterranean.
Exactly, and then finally we want to go back to the Caribbean because still it's our best destination to travel and sail.
Yeah, it's fine. It's funny because after 6 years here, we finally are discovering that we're finally sinking into the local tastes. It's just amazing how long it takes.
There's still plenty to explore.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and thank you for being with us. Thank you for watching. And if you are new here, please remember to just subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified about new vlogs. Yeah.
And
click.
if
And
you
to-
like all this stuff, join Patreon.com
Yeah, and join our Love Boat group.
and our Love Boat group.
We'll publish some extras for our patrons. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Cheers.
Lastly, we are taking you for a little walk around St. Martin, where we have been anchored for the last 2 months. Though St. Martin is a small island, there is quite a bit to see and enjoy, not only pretty anchorages. We also try to discover a land life as much as we can with our 2 boys. Every day we meet lizards, iguanas and cute turtles, or feed small sharks with leftovers straight from our home. And we seem to easily make a lot of friends with many of the approximately 130 nations that inhabit this cosmopolitan island. Join our next episode about St. Martin and our sailing life. Remember to leave a like, share, subscribe and click a notification bell. It really helps our channel. To enjoy some extras on the Love Boat group or simply to express your gratitude, please consider supporting us on Patreon. Stay safe and fair winds.
Segredos vêm da floresta de luz Pachamama, abre a consciência dos seus filhos a crescer.